It was the moment that changed everything, the edge of the rooftop, wind whipping through our hair, her eyes locked on mine as she teetered on the brink. "Jump," I whispered, my arms outstretched below. "I'll catch you." And in that heartbeat, as the city lights blurred beneath us, she smiled through her tears and said, "Maybe falling for you isn't so bad." But wait, how did we get here? Was this love, or the end of us both? My name is Alex, and I never thought I'd be the guy standing on a ledge, literally begging my boss to take a leap of faith. But life has a way of turning ordinary office crushes into high-stakes dramas. Let me take you back to where it all started, because if I don't, you'll never understand why that rooftop moment felt like destiny, or doom. It was a rainy Monday morning in downtown Seattle, the kind where the sky hangs low like a wet blanket, and everyone's dragging their feet into the office. I worked at Apex Innovations, a tech startup that promised to revolutionize app development but mostly just churned out endless code for mediocre clients. I was the lead developer, buried in algorithms and deadlines, the guy who fixed everyone's bugs but couldn't debug his own lonely life. Divorced 2 years ago, with a kid I saw every other weekend, I kept my head down, focused on the screen. That's when Elena walked in. She was our new CEO, parachuted in by the board to turn things around. Tall, with sharp features framed by dark waves of hair, she commanded the room like a storm front. Her reputation preceded her, ruthless in negotiations, brilliant in strategy, but with a rumored soft spot for underdogs. On her first day, she called an all-hands meeting. "We're not just coding apps," she declared, her voice cutting through the murmurs. "We're building futures. But to do that, we need trust. Real trust." I rolled my eyes internally, corporate buzzwords. But then she locked eyes with me from across the room. "Alex, right? The wizard behind our best features." I nodded, surprised she knew my name. "Let's chat later. I need your input on the new project." That chat turned into a late-night brainstorming session in her office. The rain pounded the windows as we pored over wireframes. Elena wasn't just smart, she was intuitive, picking up on my hesitations, drawing out ideas I'd buried under self-doubt. "Why hold back?" she asked, leaning forward. "You're brilliant, Alex. Don't let fear clip your wings." Fear. That word hit hard. My ex had left because I was too safe, too predictable. Elena saw through it. By midnight, we were laughing over cold coffee, sharing stories. She opened up about her own scars, a high-powered career that cost her a marriage, the pressure of being a woman in tech where every mistake was magnified. "Sometimes I feel like I'm on a tightrope," she admitted. "One wrong step, and it's over." I felt a spark then, but shoved it down. She was my boss. Off limits. Weeks blurred into months. The project, a revolutionary health app for mental wellness, took off under Elena's vision. We worked side by side, her energy infectious. Team lunches turned personal, she'd ask about my son, Jamie, and I'd hear about her dreams of traveling the world unburdened by board meetings. One evening, after a brutal client pitch, we grabbed drinks. To surviving, she toasted. Our hands brushed, and time slowed. But she pulled back. "We can't, Alex. Not like this." Cliffhanger 1. Little did I know, that night, as I walked her to her car, a shadowy figure watched from across the street, someone from her past, ready to unravel everything we'd built. The next day, tension hung in the air. Elena was distant, buried in calls. I focused on code, but my mind wandered. During a team-building retreat in the mountains. A weekend of trust falls and rope courses, she paired us up. "Trust is everything," she said. I ended up with her for the blindfold exercise. Guiding her through the woods, her hand in mine, felt electric. "Don't let me fall," she joked. "I won't," I promised. That night, around the campfire, stories flowed. Elena shared more. Her ex-husband, a controlling investor who'd tried to sabotage her career after their divorce. He still lurks, she whispered. Thinks he owns me. My protective instincts flared. You deserve better. Our eyes met in the firelight, and for a moment, the world narrowed to us. But she stood abruptly. Good night, Alex. Back at the office, the app launch loomed. Bugs piled up, deadlines crushed us. Elena pushed harder, but cracks showed, sleepless nights, sharp words. One afternoon, I found her in her office, head in hands. I can't do this alone, she confessed. You're not, I said, sitting beside her. We talked for hours, vulnerability peeling away layers. She admitted the board was pressuring her to cut costs, maybe even lay off staff, including me. I fought for you, she said. But if we fail. We didn't fail. The launch was a hit, reviews pouring in. Celebration dinner followed, the team toasting Elena. But as the night wound down, she pulled me aside. Walk with me? On the pier, waves lapping, she turned. Alex, there's something. Her phone buzzed. A text, I know about him. Back off. From her ex. Cliffhanger 2, as she stared at the screen, fear in her eyes, a car screeched nearby, headlights blinding us. Was he here? Coming for her? We hurried back to her place, hearts racing. Inside, she bolted the door. He's been harassing me, she explained. Stalking, threats. I thought it was over. Anger surged through me. We call the police. No, she said. It'll tank the company. Scandals like this. I held her as she cried, the first time we'd truly touched. Comfort turned to closeness, a kiss that ignited everything suppressed. This is wrong, she murmured, but didn't pull away. The next weeks were a whirlwind, stolen moments amid chaos. Her ex escalated, anonymous emails to the board, hinting at inappropriate relations. Paranoia set in. Was that coworker spying? That client call a setup? At home, Jamie noticed my distraction. Dad, you seem happy, but worried. I confided vaguely, teaching him about standing up for what's right. Elena and I grew closer, her walls crumbling. She shared childhood dreams of adventure, fears of never finding real love. I opened up about my failed marriage, vowing not to repeat mistakes. Our bond deepened, but challenges mounted. The board called a meeting. Accusations flew, favoritism, conflicts. Elena defended us fiercely. Alex is integral. This is personal sabotage. But doubt crept in. One night, arguing, maybe we should stop, she said. For the company. No, I countered. We're stronger together. Then, the ultimate blow, her ex leaked doctored emails, painting her as unethical. Stock plummeted. Resignation loomed. Desperate, we investigated. Using my tech skills, I traced the leaks, to him. Confrontation time. We met him in a neutral cafe. He smirked. She's mine. Always. She's free, I said. Elena stood tall. It's over. He lunged, but security intervened. Police arrived, charges filed. Relief washed over us, but scars remained. The company teetered. Elena considered quitting. That's when the rooftop happened. Team morale low, we organized a leap of faith event, a symbolic jump from a low platform, but Elena, overwhelmed, climbed higher, to the real edge. Metaphor turned literal. Jump, I pleaded from below. I'll catch you. She did, into my arms. The team cheered, but in private, she whispered, falling for you, it's the best risk I've taken. We rebuilt. Elena stayed, reformed policies for work-life balance. I proposed months later, Jamie as ring bearer. Life's leaps aren't always safe, but with trust, you land stronger. Remember, sometimes falling is flying in disguise. If this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of heart and hope. Thanks for watching.